give you updates?
Well, you'd use a social media platform like TweetDeck. I use TweetDeck or Hootsuite. And so basically you type in what you want to say, and then there's little icons you can select, and then you can say, okay, I want to post this on this date at this time. And those platforms, TweetDeck and Hootsuite, they can also manage multiple social media accounts, so they can manage your Foursquare, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, a whole bunch of different social media platforms. So you can manage them all from the one little program. TweetDeck is a really good one on your phone. Hootsuite is also very good, two of the most popular ones. We manage our social media. I'm available 24/7 on social media. It's not always fun, but it's something that needs to happen because people want to talk to you when they are ready to talk, and they want a response when they need an answer. It's like if you send off an email to somebody asking for a quote on a product. You don't wait too long before you send another email to another company getting a quote. You need to be responsive. For example, it was 11:30 one night. It's just one example I can think of. I was actually in bed. I put my phone on silent, but I saw the room light up, which it does when I get a notification because my screen's so bright. And I thought, I'll just quickly check it before I go to bed. So I checked my notifications, and it was somebody who was tweeting the Adelaide Hills wine region from the United States. And they said, oh, hey, I'm looking around at online websites. I want to buy some Pinot Noir from the Adelaide Hills. What do you recommend? And I said, okay, well, what sort of Pinot are you looking for? Are you looking for something smooth and shiny? Are you looking for something dirty and funky? What sort of style would you like? And he told me what he wanted, and I gave him a few recommendations. And then a few weeks later, he tweeted us again, the Adelaide Hills wine region, and said, thank you so much for your recommendations. I ordered these wines and I love them. So that's one example of actually how interaction converted to an actual sale. It wasn't my wine I was selling, but it was the region that we were promoting. Now this guy knows, okay, we're going to talk to the Adelaide Hills, we're going to get a response, and we're going to get good wine recommendations out of it. But yeah, he wanted an answer straight away. He was literally sitting in front of his computer ready to order. So if I'd missed that, I could have missed an awesome opportunity. But I didn't, luckily. I'm sure I missed some. I'm sure we all do. Another online presence that the Adelaide Hills wine region has worked with is the Wine Room. We partnered with the University of Adelaide and the Grape Wine Research Development Corporation on the project, and the idea was to build a brand-instigated online community where people can visit at any time, look at videos that had been posted, chat with their friends, and participate in a live interactive tasting. So this is just a screenshot from one of the tastings that we did with Larry and Mark from Hahndorf Hill. I think it was the release of their new Gruner Veltliner, and here's a chance where you can actually comment. So you could watch it live, you could type in questions to the winemaker or whomever was talking at the time, and we were able to see that and then actually respond to them straight away. So it's like a live thing without you actually being in the room. So the idea was to build the community where people felt attached to the ideas that the Adelaide Hills wine region had and love them and want to promote them, I guess. We use Twitter and Facebook to promote our events, so we'd post and say, hey, come over to the wine room, you saw the tweet earlier, to try and encourage people to come on over there. So that's just another one of our another online presence that we have. Now, social media is having an online conversation. When you open yourself up to a conversation, online or in real life, you kind of have to be prepared to listen to what people have to say, whether they want to give you good feedback or whether they want to give you bad feedback. Regardless of whatever feedback is given to the Adelaide Hills wine region, I will always respond. Even if someone said, hey, love your website, I would always respond and say, thanks for taking the time to check it out. People will watch to see how you respond to the negative comments as well as how you respond to the positive ones. I always try and turn any negative into a positive. So this person here has said, basically, we've got a problem with your website. Your search filters aren't working very well. And I said, thanks very much. Is there anything I can help you with, seeing as our search engine isn't working? That's just a paraphrase. But always try and turn it into a positive experience for the person, because people will always have negative feedback. And you actually need to hear the negative feedback, because you're not going to be able to fix those problems if people don't tell you. So I know it's a pain sometimes having to hear those things, but it's actually good for you and good for your business. Okay, final point. You're thinking about, okay, you're sitting there and you've heard all this, and now you're probably thinking, is social media for me? Well, I would strongly advise you to think very carefully before you jump in. Many people say that social media is free, but it's not. It does take time, energy, and commitment. It's free to set it up, but it's not free to maintain. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy. Like I said, I'm available 24/7 via my phone to whomever needs me, has a question or anything at any time. You have to respond to people promptly. If you already know that you can't do that, then perhaps it's not the right medium for you. If you're not going to use your social media accounts, don't set it up. There is nothing worse than having a Facebook page or even a website that has outdated content that you never update. It's best not to have one at all because people will look at it and dismiss you immediately. Social media is not just for young people. It's not some great new fad that only young people can figure out how to do. You wouldn't want a young person who has just joined your business to be the face, voice and spokesperson for your marketing campaign. The people who are the best people to manage your social media accounts are the people who share a heartbeat with the business, who share the values, the mission and the vision, and who can put that out there. Finally, social media is not hard to learn. It's not scary, I promise. Okay, thanks.